Namaste, Namaskaram, Vanakkam, Namo Namaha, Jai Ganesha. Please visit our website at classicalyoga.org. M.U.D, not M.U.G, or M.U.G. Every year, devout Hindus celebrate the birth of Ganesha, Ganapati, Ganesh Chaturthi. Just like mud, earth, is our common ground, Ganesha is the thread that holds all Hindus together. Hindus recreate his birth by making mud or clay Ganeshas. These sacred images are worshipped in the home for 1 week and then returned to the sea or a river or lake. During this holy, joyous, and contemplative time, Hindu individuals and groups get various messages, perhaps, from this primal Hindu Mahadeva. Many Hindus share these messages for the common good of all. One particular year at the ashram, the theme was M.U.D, M.U.D, not M.U.G, M.U.G, an acronym. M.U.D, more use Deva, not more use God, M.U.G. It is clear that in many respects, Hindu Dharma has been mugged by arrogant thieves and permitted by complacent, lazy Hindus. For example, many Hindus wrongly use the English and Christian terms God, Lord, monotheism, and other forms of theism. Theos means God, male, supreme being, noun. And Hindus do not believe in this God. When Hindus misuse these Christian English terms, they are insulting both Christianity and Hindu Dharma. Of course, there are Hindu fundamentalist, universalist sectarianists who believe in a one male creator, be it Shiva or Vishnu or Krishna. These Hindu monotheists have no problem using the word God. To use English terms, Hinduism in general is monistic polymorphism. In other words, Hindus recognize a provable being verb of light, energy, and bliss, love, warmth, Satchit Ananda, that flows through and creates form. On the other hand, God, and remember the word didn't exist prior to 1,000 years ago, very liberally, is defined as a one male creator being noun as opposed to goddess, and is associated with the monotheistic religions. The Christian Heavenly Father that created all things. And Lord refers only to God Jesus. Hence the sentence, Jesus is Lord. Of course, to date, no one has ever proved that such a being noun exists in any of the great religions. When some Hindus misuse the words God and Lord, they may be referring to Brahman, or perhaps Shiva, Vishnu, Ganesh, Muruga, Krishna, Rama, Hanuman, to name a few. To the Christian, the use of Shiva or Vishnu, for example, in place of God or Lord is totally blasphemous. So confused over the God, capital G and little g, God, issue, some sources, Christian, secular, and even Hindu, use God with a small g to refer to these, quote, other gods, unquote, different from the one real God, capital G. Interestingly, one uses capitals for their own name, and of course other proper nouns. The language of the Hindu yoga dharma is Sanskrit, Tamil, etc. Hindus have many appropriate names for that which is divine. Along with the aforementioned, rather than misusing God and Lord, Hindus could use Mahadev, Mahadevi, Pita, Ishvara, Prabhu, Isana, to name a few. To further contrast with the male monotheism, Hindu Dharma respects the equal supreme role of the female, Aditi, Devi, Mataji, Amba, Amma, and of course Lakshmi, Saraswati, Parvati, Durga, and Kali, to name a few. Clearly, Christians will never use the words Shiva or Vishnu, Kali, Durga. Throughout history, Hindus have been mugged through more use of God. It is because of this misuse of God that many Hindus are easy prey for conversion to Christianity. In a misguided acceptance or blind universalism, which many Hindus suffer from, many Hindus do not realize that those of other religions will never give the same recognition to the terminology of the Hindu Yoga Dharma. In fact, many scurrilous individuals and groups are out to blatantly steal from the Hindus. Simply consider the fact that due to theft and complacency, Hindus now have a problem, to say the least, in using many of their sacred terms. For example, swastika and Aryan, and other Sanskrit Hindu terms like yoga, guru, mantra, pandit, and swami, chakras, kundalini, have been almost totally perverted beyond recognition. So, fellow Hindus, wake up and stop letting others mug us. Take a lesson from NFL GOAT Tom Brady. On the field, playing the game of life, he puts his game face on. Off the field, he's very affable, smiles. Hindus, too, when it comes to protecting the Hindu Yoga Dharma, play fair the game. Put on your game face and stand up for the Dharma, just like Ganesha is. And stop letting others totally distort our Hindu Yoga Dharma. For you would not do this in other areas of your life, probably. I have a friend who's a non-Indian, and he works in the car industry. And he openly admits that when an Indian comes in, they all run and hide, all the salesmen. They don't want to deal with them because they'll fight over the last penny. What happened to this fight for the Dharma? Are we so weak? Or perhaps are we deluded into a fundamentalist universalist viewpoint, and we think that our Hindu Dharma is the universal Dharma for all? Actually, this is where the phony yoga comes from. This universalist mindset that yoga is for everybody. Many Hindus actually preach this nonsense. Many of our Hindu, quote-unquote, organizations, like the Hindu American Foundation, they actually hire non-Hindus, like Eddie Stern, to teach yoga. How absolutely absurd. And of course, many of our infamous Hindu men, who really don't want to be called Hindus, have created massive organizations, and they have sanctioned these so-called certified yoga teachers that are not Hindus and basically have such little qualification, and then they send them out to teach. All in an effort to actually promote the guru, the cult, to bring in the money. Picture, personality, and price tag reign in this fundamentalist universalist mindset. So wake up, fellow Hindus. Be proud to be Hindus. We're not advocating violence here. Just simply speak up. We have a way, the Hindu Yoga Dharma. We are not the only way. We are not the best way. We're the best way for those of us that choose the Hindu Yoga Dharma. And we have a great track record of respecting other religions. But this must be reciprocal. They must also respect us. I never forget my Mataji, after meeting several Indians who displayed this complacent attitude, and she flat out said to me, "Nobody respects a coward." And over the years, I've heard comments from innumerable non-Indians that say, nobody else says anything, so the Hindus must really not care, and many are just being laughed at behind their backs. So, dear Hindus, put on your game face. Be proud to be Hindu. Play the game of life. Respect others, but demand that they also respect you as a Hindu. And stop being mugged. More use Deva. Jai Ganesha. We are a Hindu family, Saiva, Vaishnava, Shakti, the three. So let us live in harmony, follow the Dharma and plant your yoga tree. Karma Bhakti Rajayani, this is Hindu Dharma, Om Shanti. Ganapati Muruga, Shiva Shakti, Ganapati Krishna, Vishnu Lakshmi, Ganapati Hanuman Sita Ram, Durga Lakshmi, Saraswati, Kali Durga Parvati. Jai 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 Mataji. Jai 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 Hindu Dharma.